I used to say to myself over and over, it shouldn't be this way. Those 5 words were like a weight I carried every single day. I thought if I could just hold on to the picture in my head of how things were supposed to be, maybe, just maybe, I could will them into reality. But the truth is, those words were slowly breaking me. Hi, I'm 𝗏𝗏𝘁𝗂𝗹𝗱𝗴. My wife Sonia was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in January of 2020 at the age of 65. I've been her primary caregiver ever since, and like so many caregivers, I had a vision of what our life together would look like in these years. We had plans, dreams, and routines we thought we'd always share. But caregiving changes everything. It forces you into a version of life you never signed up for. And the hardest part, at least for me, was letting go of how I thought things should be. There's a trap of expectations. When I first stepped into full-time caregiving, I had a list of unspoken rules in my head. She should still recognize me most of the time. I should be patient, calm, and loving every moment of the day. Our conversations should still feel like they used to. Life should still have some predictability. Every time reality didn't match those expectations, I felt frustrated, angry, or deeply sad. I tell myself, it's not supposed to be like this. But here's what I learned the hard way. The word should can be poison for a caregiver. It creates a constant gap between the life you hope for and the life you're actually living. And living in that gap, it's exhausting. So why does letting go feel so hard? Letting go of expectations doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean you stop caring or stop trying. For me, letting go meant releasing the tight grip I had on the picture in my mind so I could hold the reality of today with both hands. The reason it's hard is because our expectations are often tied to love. I wanted Sonia to stay the same because I love her. I wanted her life to look like it did before because that life made me happy. So it felt like letting go meant losing her all over again. But holding on too tightly kept me from seeing the small, beautiful moments that still existed. Moments that were easy to miss when I was busy comparing them to what used to be. Here's the moment it changed for me. One afternoon, Sonia and I were sitting at the kitchen table. I asked her a question, something simple, and she just looked at me, searching for an answer she couldn't find. My first reaction was frustration. I almost said, "You used to know this." But then I saw her face, and I realized she wasn't choosing this. She wasn't trying to hurt me. She was just here, in this moment, doing the best she could. And in that second, something in me softened. I thought, what if I just met her where she is, instead of dragging her back to where I wish she were? That's when I started to practice letting go. Not all at once, not perfectly, but enough to start feeling lighter. Letting go of expectations is a daily choice. Here's how I approach it. I notice the shoulds. When I catch myself thinking, she should remember this, or I should have more energy, I pause. Just naming it, that's a should, helps me step back. Ask, what is true right now? This shifts my attention from what's missing to what's real. What's true might be that she's smiling, or that she's comfortable, or that I'm tired and need a break. Find one thing to appreciate, even if it's small. The way she laughs at a silly commercial, at the warmth of her hand in mine, or the quiet moment of sipping tea together. Those moments matter. Remind myself, this is not forever. Each stage of caregiving changes. Letting go of today's expectations helps me adapt to tomorrow's reality without as much resistance. There's a freedom that comes from letting go. When I stopped fighting against reality, I started to feel lighter. I could laugh more. I could see Sonia, not the version I wish she was, but the woman right in front of me. And I realized that our connection wasn't gone, it just looked different. Letting go freed me to love her as she is instead of holding her hostage to who she used to be. If you're feeling stuck in the shoulds, I want you to know you're not alone. Every caregiver I've met has faced this battle in one form or another. But here's the thing, your peace matters. When you let go of the way you think it should be, you make space for the way it can be. And sometimes that opens the door to moments of joy you didn't expect. It's not about pretending things are okay when they're not. It's about accepting that this is where we are right now and finding the beauty in it where we can. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What's one expectation you've had to let go of in your caregiving journey? Drop it in the comments. Your story might help another caregiver feel less alone. If you're feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, or like you're losing yourself in caregiving, you're not alone. That's exactly why I created the Caregiver Mastery System, a step-by-step emotional roadmap to help you manage stress, anger, and guilt, so you can care for your loved one without sacrificing yourself in the process. Inside, you'll discover how to say yes to yourself without guilt, reduce overwhelm, and reclaim peace, even in the hardest moments. The lessons are short, practical, and easy to follow. And if you apply what I teach, even for just a few minutes a day, I guarantee you'll start to feel a real difference in 2 to 3 weeks. Click the link below or visit caregivermasterysystem.com to get started today. And if this video resonated with you, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with another caregiver who needs to hear this message.